Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to another episode of Nerd Up. This week, I've got Dalton Anthony.
Yo.
Asa Gray.
Yes.
Mandy Kennedy.
Hola.
And I'm your host, Jesse Kimball. All right, we're going to start off with the big news from Marvel. We got 2 trailers.
Yee.
We got Captain Marvel. So we're going to start off with that one. I got so hyped up about Avengers 4, I have forgotten most of the content of Captain Marvel, but to rewatch it and haven't.
It's
Which is good because I'm trying to stay in the dark about that movie.
she pretty much like it very much seems like there's some brainwashing going on because we know the career's shady,
Yeah.
because she like talks about how they are a noble hero, like they're noble heroes, and as far as she knows she's always been there, but then now that she's back on Earth, she's having these dreams of like a previous life that she doesn't understand.
Yeah, which we got a little taste of that in the last teaser we got.
Yeah.
So yeah, that definitely seems like the angle they're going for. She was kidnapped from Earth and, given Kree abilities.
We also get a much better look at the Skrull,
Yes.
like without, them not in a shapeshifty form, like what they actually look like.
Yeah, we got confirmed that the old lady was in fact a Skrull and was not a case of mistaken identity. Mm-hmm. Because they kind of
Show a little bit of that fight.
they showed a little bit of that fight because the first teaser, like, you weren't sure why she punched the granny, and it didn't show anything after that. And then now we got to see a little bit more of that fight. So yeah, no, I'm pumped about that one for sure.
I'm excited. I think it is very good.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna like it a lot, I think.
I like her suit.
It
Which
blows my mind that I know everybody was complaining that we haven't gotten an Avengers trailer yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. We're still like 5 months out. Like, we don't need a trailer.
Yeah, we do.
And now that this one's hit, like, everyone's just talking about Avengers. No one's talking. You said yourself, I forgot about the Captain Marvel trailer.
Yeah, that was the point I was gonna make.
like
Releasing both of these in the same week was a poor decision.
Also, which makes me so glad that Spider-Man Far From Home trailer was exclusive to the Brazil Comic-Con, and it's not getting released.
Oh, that's good.
Like, I'm very happy about that, because I don't need to be hyped for 3 separate movies, especially when one of those movies involves a character that is dead.
I can only have so much hype. Like, that's it. I can't have that much extra. And yeah, Captain Marvel. So yeah, she had they showed off. I guess technically 2 different outfits, because you got to see her in the like turquoise and green,
Like the Kree uniform.
the Kree uniform, and you also got to see her in the actual Captain Marvel outfit.
Oh, yeah, that one. I'm sure I like the other one.
Yep.
I really don't remember the other one.
And
but
then
I
there
bet I
was
like it.
the helmet that created the mohawk.
I like that
looked
it's
kinda
part
cool.
of the helmet.
Yeah, that
Like,
was
that's
neat.
super cool.
That gave people, the little bit of the mohawk, as well as, like, her having the actual, like, long hair.
Mm-hmm.
The Marvel, like the movie Marvel Legends that I don't buy for this movie are so sick. Like, just there's 2 Captain Marvels. One of them has like the brown leather jacket. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, all right, that's pretty. And then they have the actual just costume one. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy it because I know I don't break that rule too often, but I really want to buy it because like they're really pretty. There's also like a young Nick Fury one, so I was like, I want that for a Pulp Fiction setup.
From the bits we saw of young Nick Fury, it didn't like.
Oh, not Pulp Fiction. There's another movie that he looks just like that in, though.
Well, no, but like just
Yeah.
you saying that reminded me of like, because so young Nick Fury, like, because they're using that computer
Yeah.
digitizing like to make
yeah.
him look younger.
Yep.
It didn't look terrible, but
No.
granted, we didn't see him in like a prolonged scene.
Yeah, it
so
was
the
pretty
uncanny
short.
valley couldn't really set in.
Right. And in fairness with Sam Jackson, he's...
Oh yeah, they don't have a lot to do.
No, they really don't. Like, especially if they made him grow out hair would be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But since Fury is completely bald, they don't
Yeah.
have to make him look that much younger.
I think he has hair in this.
He had hair in the action figure.
I didn't notice hair.
There's the Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up that trailer real quick. I'm gonna make sure my volume's down. But I'm like I'm seeing him with hair.
He may have had hair. I just know that Nick Fury is normally bald, and maybe I just saw that.
See, but we have to
because
show
that's what I
that
wanted
he's
to see.
younger.
Yeah,
And
so he
didn't
needs-
lose his hair until later. Even though I thought he was like black and it was like salt and pepper. I almost said black and white. He had kind of like the salt and pepper going on.
Because that's what his actual hair does have now.
Right. Well, yeah, because
He
he's
has
like
hair?
90 years old, but he still looks like he's 40,
Right.
which is just incredible.
Yeah, no, that man stopped aging. His hair has continued aging. That's the only part of him that has.
And that's why he shaves it off. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, he definitely has hair,
Yeah,
Okay.
because like I said, the action figure definitely had hair.
Which I guess, in fairness, they could just dye his hair.
but it's not.
Yeah.
Because I
You
don't
could
know
wear
if
a
it's,
wig.
and I don't know if it's much thinner than normally is or not.
I don't need Sam Jackson in a wig.
Also,
Sam Jackson doesn't need Sam Jackson in a wig.
a super cool thing that the internet pointed out, but I didn't bother to look into, so I didn't understand who they were talking about until just now. That's why you look. That's the hair. So it's not.
Yeah.
It's not it's not great at all. At least in there. But in the scene where she's like walking up with her crew, one of the members of the team she's with, I'm assuming, is who from Guardians of the Galaxy. The guy who's hunting down. The guy who's hunting down Peter Quill in the opening.
Well, that's
Star
neat.
Lord, man. Yeah. So that's cool. I saw that posted on Reddit. Like someone was like, "Oh, it's the guy from Guardians," and I was like, "Yeah, Ronan." But I didn't think he was in the trailer. But Ronan's in it. It's like, oh, now I see. Now I see it.
Like, yeah, okay, that's cool. That's really cool. All right, and then the one that, like I said, everybody now cares about over Captain Marvel, Avengers 4,
Meep.
got a trailer and it got an actual title now, Avengers Endgame.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Called it. Called it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we talked about that Instagram post that went up where it was the name of it was spelled out in like the equipment of the set.
Oh, I never saw that.
Endgame. We talked about it on this show.
I don't remember that happening. I'm not saying it didn't.
I support
I'm
you
saying
either way.
I don't remember it happening. Fair enough. Either way, yeah, it's gonna be Endgame. We didn't get, and one thing I do really like about this trailer, because I was also in the camp of like, just keep us, media blackout until the movie comes out. Like, give us a teaser that gives us the title, just like A4 Endgame or something like that, and then a release date, and that's all I needed. But we got a trailer, and fortunately, we did not see Captain Marvel in this trailer. I mean, we
Yes.
know she's coming, but we didn't see her in the trailer, which fantastic. We didn't see a single character that got dusted,
Yeah.
which fantastic.
I'm gonna put an asterisk by that.
Who do you think we?
Wasn't dusted, but we saw a character we should not have seen.
Oh yeah, well, no, we did.
Yeah.
I guess light spoiler for Ant-Man and the Wasp. We saw
Post-credit scene for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, post-credit scene, Ant-Man and the Wasp. We saw Ant-Man show up. We saw Scott Lang show up at a door, which I'm not going to talk too much about it because it is a spoiler for Ant-Man and the Wasp. It hasn't been out that long, but
But it's that thing where like someone in the group chat was like, "Well, yeah, but they can't really if no one's seen everything." Well, no, yeah, that's the point of these movies. Like the whole point of Avengers, Infinity War, and this one is it is a culmination of literally everything that they've done.
right, this is the huge crossover.
So you need to have seen everything to really, really get it. They're assuming they want you to have seen everything.
yeah, they want you
So
to have
for them
seen
to just-
everything.
Which
I
is
feel like
not-
you would.
For him to be there, it's not that far out of the realm of possibility because he's like gotten out of a similar situation before.
Right.
So it's the same thing. Even though I am super hyped to have seen him, and the name of the movie should now just be Ronin.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
to see that, but that's another one that it's like, boy, I would have really liked to have just.
But I mean,
seen it.
but in
it goes-
fairness to that one, we also knew that Ronan was going to be in this movie.
We knew it was either going to be this movie or Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that's
We
fair.
didn't. We didn't know which
one.
one.
it was
We
gonna
didn't know
be.
which one.
But but this also goes back to the Spider-Man argument of Civil War.
Well, yeah, no,
Where
I'm
it's
not
like-
saying it shouldn't have happened. I'm saying that's what I would have preferred.
Yeah, where it's just like, but we have a character that we literally haven't heard of in like 8 movies. Last time we've seen Hawkeye was in Civil War, right? Mm-hmm. So, like 5 or 6 movies we have not seen this character at all. So, it's good to see that. Like, all right, he's at least going to be here. We know we got this. Plus, I just kind of assumed he was alive because all the other.
No, we definitely
originals,
we
like,
knew
it was-
he was either going to be in Captain Marvel or this film.
Yeah, because of the back, like the.
There were the
leaks.
set photos.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got the set photos of him in the Ronin costume like before Infinity War came out.
And depending on which version of Ronin they're using, that's either his like super big early stages of his career, so could be in the 90s, which is where Captain Marvel is, or it's the something terrible has happened to him, so then he adopts this like super dark persona,
He
which
looks
could
so
very
cool.
which could very much be post Infinity War.
Right.
So it's like I don't know which one
Because
this
he
is
had
going.
he had a big family and 50%.
Oh, I'm betting all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's not just like,
Probably.
you have this subset of group, so it's 50%. It's 50% of
Of
everything.
everything.
So
Yeah.
if 4 out of his 5 die, then that could just be the 50% of the universe. It just shook out real crappy for him.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not happy that somebody's family died, but boy, am I.
Because I think it was supposed to do 50% of every species.
Yeah, 50% of every living thing.
It's all of all life.
Yeah, because
Right.
that was said in that trailer.
Right. But basically what I think Asa was saying is that like mathematically it would have been possible for an entire species to have been wiped out and another species to be untouched. And I think that his goal was half of each species was
Oh,
wiped
maybe.
out. Where like it
Well,
still doesn't matter.
I
because,
mean, like family unit. It's not like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have a family of 10 people. You're
So 5
guaranteed to
people.
lose 5.
No,
that
absolutely.
family could lose all 10 or nobody.
Yes. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that a little bit because yeah, basically like the Kree wouldn't 100% survive and the Skrull 100% die. It's 50% of the Skrull are dead.
Yeah,
50%
right.
of
I
the
knew
Kree
it.
are
I'm going
dead.
much smaller scale.
I
No,
knew it.
I get it.
Yeah, I knew
get
what
you're
Asa was
now.
saying. I was just saying, I was like, oh, he had a big family. There's no way all of them made it.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
like, statistically, there's no chance.
Because if that's the case, he went really dark for no reason.
Maybe he's just angry.
He's really upset that 50% of the people died. None of his family, though. Like, I'd be grateful. I wouldn't wear darker clothing.
They canceled us. He just found out Firefly got canceled.
Are you talking about?
He's
in terms
finally getting caught up. It's like, wait, where's the second season?
Got it. That's why he turned to Ronan.
Yeah.
He's coming for you, Fox. All right. So anyway, I think that's really all the big news we got out of it. Yeah, Scott Lang showing up was a little bit of a bummer, given the post-credits scene for Ant-Man and the Wasp, which everybody should watch that movie because it was really good.
But it was funny that he was in it.
It was
Yeah,
like
see-
I liked the scene a lot.
And that's part of why I didn't like it, is because it's like, yeah, it's a funny moment to like end the trailer on, but just for me, I would rather have just nothing. I'm sure there's another funny moment that doesn't reveal a character is back
Right.
that you could have tagged on there.
And then we got a couple of other like little
Which, granted, they
hints
did
at-
show because he and Hawkeye weren't in Avengers Infinity War at all.
Yeah,
No,
no, they
So
were
like,
completely out of it.
if it's their way of showing, no, look, they're actually in this one.
They're alive. They're here. Yeah.
Yep.
I kind of get that, but
Yeah, also fair. So yeah, I'm excited about this movie. I've been excited about this movie, and it got moved up
Yes.
to April 26th from May 3rd.
Bless.
I'm assuming it's our Lord and Savior Robert Downey Jr.
also that actually
Fine with that.
turns out, fantastic Reddit theory, it's the most powerful being in the universe, Ryan Reynolds. The first Avengers movie was moved up so it wouldn't compete with Deadpool. Infinity War was moved up so it wouldn't compete with Deadpool 2. 4, Endgame, is
Is it
being
Detective
moved up
Pikachu?
to avoid Detective Pikachu.
Jesus.
Bless Ryan Reynolds so much more than I already worship him. I
Also-
mean, like him.
Just that that opening with Stark talking to his helmet,
That was real good.
that's pretty touching.
It's like watching that in my rolly chair at work, and I was like, oh.
Can't handle.
I was like, I shouldn't be watching this right now. I should have waited till my lunch break.
skateboard.
Yeah. So yeah, those two trailers were awesome though, and I'm really really excited about that now season of Marvel coming up in early 2019. So we got a trailer that I'm not even a little bit excited about, and again, or I should say again, I should point out I'm not the target audience for this, and I realize that none of us here at this table are. But Disney gave us a trailer for their live-action Disney Channel original film, Kim Possible, which is based on a television show that
Hasn't been on air in a while.
A
Since
real long time.
we were the target audience. I think everyone at this table probably watched that show.
I did.
Yeah. Yes.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I liked it a whole lot. So yeah, we
My crush on her grew even more when I found out it was the voice of the older sister from Even Stevens.
Christy Carlson Romano.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Ren Stevens was the name of
Ren,
the character. Yeah.
I was blanking.
Because
about
that was also a really big, like, young child crush of mine.
Yeah.
it. And she's the voice of Kim Possible.
And, and Eric from Boy Meets World. Ah.
Yeah. See, we got to see a little bit of this live action stuff, and it's not good.
I didn't watch it.
No.
It's real bad.
I do not care even a little
So
bit.
is it a Disney? Is it a Disney Channel original movie? Like
Yes.
it's only going to be on Disney Channel? Oh,
Yes. And I knew it was going to be low budget and everything else, but like I was still like, man, I friggin' loved Kim Possible back in the day. Like, if this is cool, I might actually check it out. And I saw the trailer, I was like, nah.
Oh, this isn't one of those things where it's like, hey, we're bringing this back, but we're doing it for the audience of the people who actually grew up with it.
Do they plan on bringing the show back?
Now we're only
Like-
doing it. We're strictly just doing it for like who's watching now, which is
Right.
fine. Like I don't mind that. It's bummed to hear that it's not good, but at the same time, like
Yeah.
if you watched a trailer for 90% of things that was for that audience,
Yeah, no,
I don't
it's
think
just
your
one of those
takeaway would be
things-
much different.
Disney goofed a little bit in that their entire no one in their target audience for this film has heard of Kim Possible before this movie.
That's
I
why
mean,
they
I
can
guess-
just bring it back.
Yeah. I
fair.
mean, I guess it could look cool though. It's like an action kid movie, so but it won't hit home like the rest of us. They should have just made me Kim Possible. Let's be real. That'd be good.
The original voice cast for Kim Possible was fire.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, Christy Carlson, Romar, Will Friedle, Taj Mari, John DiMaggio, Nicole Sullivan, Gene Smart. Gary Cole was Kim Possible's dad. Like, I didn't even realize that. Kristen Storm's in it. It's like, Jesus, this.
That's why the show is even better.
Yeah.
That show was awesome. I loved that show as a kid.
I was getting curious about who was in it, and I was just saw the list. I was like, Jesus.
And I like that. I like in the whole trailer, Ron Stoppable did not get a single line. Like they showed him a few times. He looks extra goofy. He did not get a single line, and also there was no sign of Rufus.
Nope.
So that was a.
Was Wade even in it? Her
Which-
computer friend?
I didn't see.
I don't
it.
remember.
I didn't see it.
If you're gonna do a live action, I'm fine with not seeing Rufus.
But he's main part of the show.
Yes, he's adorable in a cartoon.
He's not adorable.
In a
Oh,
cartoon.
He's
the
still not
cartoon.
adorable.
You watch your tongue. He was
No.
adorable.
No.
Pull up a
And-
picture of a naked mole rat, because that's a real animal.
I'm on it.
Pull up an actual picture.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
in the
I don't think the
cartoon-
cartoon one's good looking, so I know the real thing's gonna be ugly.
So it's fine to just like we can.
Yeah, I thought Rufus was adorable.
Oh my God! I typed in Google naked mole rat. The third one is naked mole rat cancer.
That's because they're thinking that the naked mole rat, you could use genes from the naked mole rat to cure cancer because naked mole rats are immune to cancer.
If this is what's saving me, I just want death.
Yeah, no, I know what a naked mole rat is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are extremely unattractive animals. Rufus was adorable in that show, but yeah, no, we don't need unless they're gonna do some weird CG nonsense, which I would not put past Disney for an original movie, then we don't need Rufus in the show.
That is adorable, Mandy. Don't say
Especially
it's not.
compared.
Yeah, like what it's supposed
Yeah,
to look
to
like.
a real one, but it's still not.
I think it's still pretty cute.
It confuses. All right, somebody hit us up on Facebook and tell us that Mandy's wrong. We need more support here.
It's fine.
All right, so moving past Kim, looks like it got a title: Men in Black 4 International.
Is it Men in Black 4 or is it just international?
I saw Men in Black 4 International.
Okay. Which, I'm sorry, but your whole shtick is about like exploring not exploring the galaxy, but like creatures from all over the universe. And to make the tagline or the title of your movie international just seems lame. Like who cares that it's going overseas? There's stuff from like Jupiter and planets we've never seen before. We're all just in a giant marble, spoiler alert, for another species.
1998
Yeah. So
or whenever that movie
I
was
don't-
released.
The cat though, like Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth together were, even though I was in the wrong about Thor Ragnarok. Like I didn't think it was that great. I liked them together.
Yeah, no, and like that's the
So
only
this-
still that I've seen so far is them together in like
That's
their
the only one
suits
that's
and
been.
everything.
That's the only one that's been released.
Okay. Which, yeah, no, I'm pumped for this movie. I love the Men in Black movies.
Mm-hmm.
Minus, I wasn't a huge fan of. I think it was 3 was where he went back in time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not a huge fan of that one, but
But
I
one and
liked-
two.
That said,
1 and 2
though,
were great.
Josh Brolin doing Tommy Lee Jones, impeccable.
No, yeah, like that. I'm not saying the cast are either. I just did not like the story and how it like.
It's been. I need to go back and rewatch them because I want to see 2 and 3 again because it's been a very long time since I've seen either of those. But I'm excited for this one. I'm excited to see this one. I just think the international is kind of
goofy term.
a dumb twist to put on.
Yeah, no, like I understand that they probably do have, because MIB is supposed to be a U.S. federal association. So I guess
See, I thought it was a worldwide thing. Like I know it was part of the U.S. government, but I thought maybe that's what this is. This is like the golden circle
yeah.
of Men in Black, where it's like, oh no, yeah, but there are equivalent offices,
And we'll get to see the European version with Tessa
Yeah.
Thompson and Chris Hemsworth.
which he's not European.
No.
What if he just puts on a British accent and he can do that amazingly too?
Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah, because he
Isn't-
can. He's Australian.
Yeah, I was about to say he's Australian at least, so yeah, he could probably do it.
he can do anything.
Yes, he
Oh,
can.
if he uses his Thor accent, that's close
Each
enough.
one of his abs probably has a fantastic accent and a different one. Middle right has French, just locked down. Bottom left has a killer Italian.
Sounds about right. And his pecs can do a Bronx accent? I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
So anyway, yeah, we got to see some stills from that. That's kind of neat. Netflix has ordered a new Ghost in the Shell anime movie to be released in 2020.
So when you say it's actually going to be anime, it's
Yes.
not another live action. Okay.
Yeah, there's going to be Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, and it will be animated. And yeah, coming in 2020.
Not so standalone then if it's another movie.
Oh,
Oh, you. MTV and Ice Cube are reviving Celebrity Deathmatch.
I'm okay with this.
So okay, here's the thing.
Oh, all day.
It's like I feel like it's you guys and Kingdom Hearts 3. I have seen this headline. I have seen this headline 3 times a year for the last 60 years.
Well, this is the first time I've ever seen this headline.
I mean, I
Once
see
it's-
it once every
They're
couple
bringing
years.
back. They're bringing back Celebrity Deathmatch is coming back. Is the headline that I always see? Not that specific with
No, I
Ice
mean,
Cube
I
and
hear
MTV.
you.
I see it all the time. It feels like, and maybe it's just because it's people like posting 6-month-old headlines on their Facebook because that happens a lot. But I feel like I'm always seeing that it's coming back. So until it's actually like on Netflix, yeah, okay, sure you are.
fair enough.
Especially now, because like Celebrity Deathmatch very much feels like a show of the times.
Oh, it definitely was.
Like you can't, no one's bringing back Married with Children. Like we're not getting another one of those. So
but
I'm gonna be interested to see how this works out.
But you know what we are getting back? Celebrity Deathmatch. And boy, am I happy.
We'll see.
Yeah, so for those of you that haven't heard of this was an old MTV show that was just claymation pop culture icons duking it out in the ring.
Yup.
And it was extremely violent.
Garth Brooks was a mother effer.
I still, for whatever reason, the one that always sticks out in my head is the Loch Ness Monster versus Bigfoot.
You know the one that always gets me, like the one that I'll always remember the most, Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC,
Oh,
because
yeah.
they then formed together to make like Megazords.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
That
it
was
was so
pretty
good.
funny.
Stone Cold messed people up a lot,
Yeah, because he wasn't the commissioner,
but
was,
he had multiple. He was on multiple shows.
yeah.
He was like some kind of manager or something like
Yeah.
that.
yeah, he's like the
Yeah.
enforcer sometimes.
Yeah,
I love the referee.
Mills Lane,
Because I still
because that was a real guy.
yeah. I just forgot his name. I will still do. I'll allow it.
All out. Yeah, and like
That became a permanent part of my lexicon.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like I'll watch it every like 5 or 6 months. I'll go on YouTube and start finding clips of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, that show was perfect. Like the animation was great. Like it looked like good claymation. The commentary, like the comedy,
They
in
were
it was.
I did like
it
them.
was so great.
And that was back when claymation was huge.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing claymation. There was a claymation video game.
The difference was
Oh,
they were
the game was booty.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about Deathmatch.
no, oh yeah, no, I never played but the Clay Fighters.
Clay
Oh, yeah.
Fighter.
On the
Yeah, there
Super
were several.
Nintendo?
Yeah, there was Clay Fighters on the
Yeah.
Super Nintendo and N64 that was really fun. There's a game on the PC called The Neverhood that was really fun.
My mom got so mad at me one of my birthday parties because there was a celebrity deathmatch marathon on during my birthday party. So like I didn't play with any of my friends. I didn't talk to any of my family because I was in the back room watching celebrity deathmatch. I was probably like 9 and I probably shouldn't have been watching that. And my it was the 90s. Like my parents weren't perfect, but like that show was so amazing.
Also, just part of the reason that it's hard for me to believe this is coming back is the commentary. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, some of the stuff they said
Was horrible.
rough.
I mean, like that's true of pretty much anything that came out of like, especially MTV and like other edgy networks back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff came out. It's like, oh, that's not okay. looking back on it anyway. Back in the time, it was whatever.
Right.
But yeah, now
Because really, the only survivor of that era is South Park.
Yeah,
And I think now it's just
Probably,
everyone's just
yeah.
like, it's South Park.
I mean,
they get the pass.
They've been doing it forever.
because I mean, the Simpsons could be thrown in on that.
They
Simpsons
didn't go
were
as
never that
hard.
extreme. Minus
Yeah.
that one video clip I sent to the group chat of Martin and the single twig.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like the Simpsons,
But
had
that
their
was just
moments,
clever
though.
writing at that point.
But either way, yeah, no, like there's not much from that. Like,
So I know we have other stuff to talk about, but who is the matchup you want to see?
oh, I have no
Oh
idea.
God.
Justin Bieber versus Marilyn Manson, all day long.
God.
Because Marilyn Manson was also like one of the god characters in that show. I remember that show way too much.
I haven't watched it since the 90s.
Yeah,
so-
I don't think I've ever
I
gone back and
don't.
like I mean I've seen clips of it here and there, but never like actively sought anything out. I've
seen GIFs.
I will see.
Occasionally.
I'll see something every once in a while because usually there's something attached to. Hey, they're bringing it back. Here's what's coming back.
Dwayne Johnson's versus The Rock. Like
They do they do those
the time
mirror
traveling
matches.
ones.
That'd
So
be
I
kinda
want
funny.
that one. That would be funny because like Dwayne Johnson now is just so much bigger.
I was about to say
God.
significantly
You just,
larger
like,
than The Rock.
With his fist.
If it was more timely, that would be kind of Dwayne Johnson versus Tyrese.
Oh yeah.
But you do, but they will use they will use Dwayne Johnson, but he will at some point use Kevin Hart as a weapon.
yeah,
Either he's fighting Kevin Hart, Hart's his hype man.
yeah.
I imagine that if The Rock is on there, Kevin Hart's going to be his hype man. That's just going to happen.
Great. Now in the middle of this episode, I'm gonna be throwing out matchups because I'm gonna be like thinking now like what would be really funny.
Anyway, we'll go and move past it for now, though. Sony has released a trailer for Brightburn coming out Memorial Day of 2019. This is the new superhero horror film being produced by James Gunn and written by his brother Brian. Did you guys watch that trailer that I sent out?
I don't
did.
even know what it has.
I didn't see it
yeah.
until I was already here.
I saw
Alright.
it. I got you.
It's Elizabeth.
man.
It's
That's
a
Elizabeth
surprise.
Smart, isn't it? Is that who's in the
Elizabeth
thumbnail?
Banks.
Banks. Dang it.
Yes.
I always do that.
That's fine. So, yeah, I watched this trailer, and basically it's a really, really dark take on Superman. They even have like the same kind of premise. You have Elizabeth Banks and husband are small town rural folks that are desperately trying to have a baby. Rocket crashes in the backyard,
Yup.
and there's a baby in it.
Boom. Imagine that. Yeah.
Yeah, just straight up Superman origin story. But when he gets to be about 13, it appears that he's become a sociopath
With superpowers.
with superpowers, and looks like he's gonna kill a bunch of people
Neat.
in really
Yeah,
creepy
he,
ways.
like bursts into a restaurant, like knocks down this door, and you just see him like in an instant appear, like because he's so fast in front of this lady to murder her. Would be my guess.
Yep, a bunch of people, including Elizabeth Banks, are terrified of him. Yeah, no, it looks really interesting, and I'm kind of pumped to see it. Memorial Day next year. Dalton won't see it.
No, I won't. Henry Cavill versus Robert Downey Jr. as the superheroes.
Good God.
But as the actors, like they're pretending like they're those superheroes.
I mean, I imagine we're gonna get several like Marvel versus DC.
That's the
ones.
thing about Celebrity Deathmatch, though, is they would actively give them like Robert Downey Jr. after getting punched in the face by Chris Evans like 3 times would eventually like go back to his corner and pull out an actual repulsor glove.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
That's-
someone's
that's
getting
a Celebrity
someone's
Deathmatch
getting
move.
decapitated with the shield.
that was one because I'm like I'm not gonna watch this movie, so my brain just started going, and I was like, I want Henry Cavill versus Robert Downey Jr. That'd be funny.
Would be interesting. All right. So yeah, look up that trailer. Because that looks
Super interesting.
And David Yarovesky is going to direct the film. So James Gunn looks like is just the money behind this. So his name is attached to it, but he's not really.
He's still got some of that Sony money or that's some of that Disney money to throw around.
Yeah, from 2 Guardians movies that both did extremely well.
Oh, yeah.
James Gunn will be fine for a while.
Oh, yeah.
He still has a dump truck or 3.
And now
filled with
DC's
cash
throwing money.
sitting
Now
around,
DC's going to be throwing money
now
at him.
he's gonna get some more dump trucks.
right?
He's got the trifecta going: Disney, Warner Brothers, and Sony.
They're all after him. Well, not after him anymore anyway. Disney's certainly not.
Well, they were after him.
They were.
Yeah.
Disney had him, and they let him go, and they're gonna be really upset about it at some point.
Yes.
But I'm sure that if they they have enough dump trucks worth of cash to
when,
give him.
when the Metacritic scores for Guardians 3 come out and it's critically rated at like 85%, fan score 2.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah, probably. All right, so the sex portion of our podcast brought to you by our wonderful friends at Villainous Grounds in Perryville, Missouri. Stop there for all of your comic book needs. So I want to see this, save somebody else the clickbait on this, because the article I saw was Frank Miller getting involved with Tom King's Batman, which is technically true. Mm-hmm. Frank Miller is doing a variant cover for Batman number 62. That's his only involvement as of right now.
And you keep him far, far away from that run.
I mean, that said, I kind of want the variant though.
The variant.
Oh yeah,
the variant.
I'll need to see. Oh no,
it's up there. Tom King tweeted it out.
I assumed they hadn't shown. I assumed that was just like they were doing the announcement. Granted, I am about 6 issues behind on Batman at this point, so I don't know how close 62 is anymore.
I'm like 4 or 5 issues. I think we're at like 61 or 62. Something like that. No, wait, we can't be at 62.
I was going to say that's the Frank
variant.
Miller one.
I was
think-
like, what?
I think we're at like 60 or 61 because I want to say that's the one I just bought was 61.
Dear Lord. Okay. Anyway,
Maybe.
I'm gonna see what this looks like.
But yeah, no, either way, it doesn't look bad, but a lot of Frank Miller stuff lately has looked not so great. Mm-hmm. So at least like with the coloring that they've done with it has looked not so great. So I want him far away from the internals.
No, that's a thing. Never mind.
Let me see it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not.
Significantly less hyped.
That's not what it was.
Really?
Is
Oh.
that Tom King's tweet?
This is from DCComicNews.com.
No, go to Tom King.
We have the artwork. Check it out below. Okay, let me see.
Just go straight to the source.
How long? Because that dude tweets a lot.
Oh, that's fair.
How long ago did he tweet this?
Just Google Tom King Frank Miller. It'll be like the first thing that pops up.
All right.
Interesting.
So yeah, no, it doesn't look bad. Like it's nothing groundbreaking
Does he
or
usually
super
do
special.
bad covers?
No, Frank Miller did like basically Dalton's favorite Batman story of all time.
Because it's the correct choice.
He did the writing and the art for it, and that was back in the 90s,
Like-
early 2000s, right?
Dark Knight Returns? Late 80s.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, because Strikes Again was 2000s because or early 2000s because the reason it got
It's not
delayed.
that one, right?
Nope.
Okay, good.
It got delayed because of 9/11.
Oh,
And then
okay.
Strikes Again was Strikes Again is okay if you don't put it in that universe. Master Race was a letdown in my opinion, in a lot of people's opinion. Yeah, no, I love the original. The original one is like legit the best Batman story ever written, in my opinion. And in fact, they also did. I have
It's
the
not bad.
you.
I'll never read it, so it's fine.
I'm holding restraint right now. So much restraint.
He said it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
You agree. Do you think it's bad?
Shut up, Asa. They did a really, really good animated that's like 3 hours long. I can loan it to you. It's amazing.
No, that was one of those things. Like I didn't actually read that story until the early 2010s.
Same.
Like I knew about it, but I didn't know
Tweets so much.
a lot about it. So
Yeah, no, it's one of those that like I think I go a couple times. Like I read it a couple times a year. Now that we're talking about it, I'm probably gonna pull it out of like my bookshelf and like be like, oh, well, this is my next week of life.
So he did tweet coming up in Batman, art by Frank Miller, and that's what he posted.
surely not.
So I mean,
Jesse.
if you, there's the, look,
That's not what I saw anyway.
You
Like
can-
when I was looking earlier.
Maybe you weren't looking right.
All right, you know what?
Batman. Okay, so Batman 60 did just come out. That was the one we just bought.
Okay.
So that is, yeah. Check out the Frank Miller Inc. variant to Tom King's at Clayton Cowles and a bunch of tags, and it's Batman number 62. It is that image.
Maybe he made 2.
He had some other Frank Miller artwork up, but that one, the other one that I showed you was from 50, which he said.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why, but I thought I remembered there being a lot more red on this, but no, yeah, I guess that's it.
The article that I had initially showed you was the header of it was like blood stains everywhere, but that wasn't the actual image. That was just the header of it.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look bad, especially if you compare it to like some of the Wonder Woman stuff he did in Dark Knight 3. Because that was awful.
I
Like
didn't
most
see
of his
for Dark
covers
Knight
from
3.
Dark Knight 3 were bad.
Yeah, they weren't. Believe it or not, the book wasn't great either.
Yeah, no, I heard the book was awful.
Yeah,
didn't
it kind of broke my heart a little bit.
look into it. Yeah, no, I mean, I'll have to look this up like afterward, and I can actually.
Is that
show
the one you
guys.
saw?
No, that's one of
Okay.
his terrible Dark Knight 3 covers, though.
Okay.
Paid a lot of money on those Dark Knight 3 covers.
No, I mean, like I'm looking at it. That is, I'm pretty sure now the one that I did see earlier. I just for some reason remember there being a lot more red in it.
The issue with Frank Miller is anytime a new art thing comes out, he has to try to get in on it. That's like that was Strikes Again's issue. It's like, oh, we have this digital art stuff that we can do now. Like, oh, it's so revolutionary. And he was like, let's do that. And then he just decided to make it all look like garbage.
I don't know. Like either way, I don't want him anywhere near the internals because like I keep forgetting who does the art for Tom King's Batman, but he's been knocking it out of the park. Like that looks fantastic.
I don't know who's been doing it recently, but
Yeah, the guys. Yeah, Tom King's entire run has looked good. So whoever, I cannot remember who's doing the internals.
Gotham and Gotham Girl looks so cool.
Yeah,
I'm kind of bummed that arc ended. Like, it was a really, really great arc, but I'm kind of bummed it ended how it did because I would have loved to see a return to those characters.
we can still see a return of Gotham Girl, but that's
Yeah.
about it. Anyway, so yeah, that's all we got for comic books for now. So next portion of our podcast is brought to you by our friends Josh and Alan of Press Start to Join. You can find all of their content, including their social media links, at ps2jshow.com. And check out the last Wednesday of every month. They do a History of Gaming episode. Their most recent one was for Super Smash Brothers.
Smash.
That was a really
Which,
good episode.
if we can get the technology worked out, I'm more than happy to make them history in gaming.
Jesus.
He's had this holstered for a minute.
I really
feel
haven't.
like-
Listen,
He was-
He's gonna walk away tonight
Pichu
just
can
like,
show,
yes.
Pichu can show up. Like, come through.
So anyway, more on Smash later, guys. Black Ops 4.
I'd call out the one who's been talking trash on Twitter, but I don't know the difference between the two.
Oh,
It's Jalen.
I don't know why that's breaking Dalton
Both
so
of them can
hard.
get these hands. One of them's an innocent bystander. No mercy.
Alan,
That's collateral damage.
It's
Alan's the one that's
Yeah, I know.
the nice one.
guilty by association.
I mean, Josh
That's
is
what I was
also a
going
sweetheart.
for.
I also want to throw that out there.
They're
But
both- for anyone curious, this is all a bit. It's all fun.
They're from Canada. They're nice.
This
we
is,
need video.
this is part
you
of
guys
our
talking
upcoming Smash Brothers events for Podzilla 1985. More on that whenever it happens.
Soon, because Shannon and I really want to play as our characters.
Right. So anyway, Black Ops 4. If you've been wanting to get in on Black Ops 4 Blackout, or the multiplayer, but you don't really care about zombies, you can do so for $30 now. So for half the price of the game, you can play Blackout, or you can play multiplayer, but you
I
can't
paid
play
full.
zombies.
Was this ever mentioned? Like this was gonna happen?
No.
Yeah, this is just something Activision.
This is
put
new
out
this
there.
week.
Dicks.
They were like, we think we can make extra money.
I mean, like, it's a cool idea, and
It
honestly,
is,
I would
you
be
know.
I would be way more upset about it if, like, I don't know. This is weird because, like, I want to play the zombies mode. I really do because I think it looks super cool. I know you don't like it
mean,
as
it's
much
not
as
that
everything
I-
else, but
It's not that I don't like it. It's that I don't really. I don't know if I'm going to play Call of Duty. I would rather just
do
play
multiplayer,
the multiplayer.
which is fair. Like, I get that, but it's like at a certain point, like, I'm super interested in that mode, and I have been for a while. I just don't have anyone to play with.
yeah,
except
we
for
tried
Shannon.
it. We tried it that one day, and it,
And I had fun with it. I wish we could have had a full 4 people, so we didn't just have that one random dude running around. Which,
Yeah.
granted, he did better than any of us.
I was about to say, yeah, running around like he knew what he was doing.
But it's that thing where now playing Call of Duty, I feel de-incentivized to play zombies, because in Blackout, if you earn merits, you're gaining tiers. Mm-hmm. No, not even if you earn merits. If you are just
Playing
playing
the
in
game.
Blackout, you get progress in the tiers. If
Yep.
you're playing multiplayer, you are earning progress in the tiers. You get nothing for zombies. Mm-hmm. So it's like, all right, well, why would I play zombies? Because if I'm not going to earn anything from
Because you
your
still get
broken,
to shoot
busted
things.
reward
Yeah,
system.
I mean, people still really like just the zombie mode. So
It's more
like,
of a
there's
chill
that,
shooter.
but yeah,
But so this is a cool thing. Like, I probably even still, like, if we hadn't bought it yet, we waited to pick it up. Like, I would probably still go for the $60 just in case, like, someone will play zombies
Yeah,
with me.
I've played zombies once or twice, but I don't know. It was different than the zombies I played on the like Black Ops 2, I guess. but it seemed okay. I think I just have to get used to it.
It is definitely way different from previous iterations.
Because now they're like
'Cause-
full on story driven. Were they like that in the
No,
older
because
ones?
the last
No.
one I played, you were just every time you start out in like a building.
It was just
or,
a
like,
horde
mansion.
survival.
Yeah, and you'd have to like build a wall to like keep them, or the hole in the wall. You'd build it up and then shoot zombies, and you'd move on. And it was the same thing. This one had like you were in an arena and fought a bunch of them as long as you could. And
Yeah.
then there's one where you're like on a boat. And
You're on
you
the
gotta-
Titanic.
Yeah, so which was cool. It was just different getting into.
But now there's like objectives you have to find and
Mm-hmm.
do.
and you have to kill like boss zombies and this other stuff that you summon. I don't know. It confuses me. I'll just play the multiplayer. It's fine. I don't know. I'm just not really all that interested in zombies. Same thing with like Blackout. I don't really care about Blackout. I buy these games for the multiplayer,
Yeah.
which we haven't played in a long time. We need to do that again soon.
Oh,
Agreed. We
holy.
have Smash though.
There's so
See,
many
and that's
games
the thing.
right
It's
now.
like, okay, so Smash is out, Red Dead Online is out.
That
I know
doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, Shannon's been playing that, and I do want to play with Shannon. Because
He has 76.
I'm
It's Josh and Alan.
And Dalton.
no, we have games that work. We have games that aren't going to
76
steal.
works.
We have games that aren't going to
Most
steal
of the
your
time.
identity.
I didn't throw a support ticket in. I'm safe.
All right, so we got a new Anthem trailer. Which
We got so many new trailers.
got so many. The Video
Game-
Game Awards happened.
Game Awards, Kind of Funny Game Showcase.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
So we got a lot of new trailers. But yeah, the Anthem trailer is the one that I'm really excited about, so that's the one I put on the list because I'm really, really hyped about this game. Like I'm really, really excited for us to get into it and play.
It was really cool to see the actual like story aspect of it.
Is it Ultimate Alliance 3?
Do what?
Are we talking?
No,
What game are you
Anthem.
talking
Anthem.
about? Oh, I thought that was like
It's-
thing.
Destiny with
Nay.
Iron Man suits.
So I was like, did I just completely miss Ultimate? Never mind. All right.
Nope.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a new game from BioWare. It looks like it's going to be Destiny, but good.
Okay.
This is the team that made Mass Effect. Like all of the good people from Mass Effect have been working on this.
Okay.
And then other people, the interns, made Andromeda.
Yeah, that's pretty much
So
right.
it's online and stuff. Like,
Yep, it's going to have all-night multiplayer.
Because
Basically,
I
the
miss
idea.
Destiny.
Yeah. No, yeah, Destiny was a lot of fun. This looks like it's going to be so much fun because it's still kind of like the 3D dungeon crawler situation. Like, I think it's third-person shooter, though, as opposed to
Yeah.
first-person.
Like Diablo then.
But not top-down.
Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Like,
not top-down, like over the
Third person
shoulder.
Borderlands.
Yeah.
Or Destiny, really.
Yeah, yeah. You make your character, you pilot what are called javelins, and there's a few different of those, and you can actually have like several different of the javelin types, and you can go out there and you do stuff. They all have their own abilities.
The
and stuff
Ranger
like
is
that.
kind of the warrior, the like all around character. The Colossus is the giant beefy tank
Yeah.
one.
Is this on everything?
Yes.
Yep. So we'll probably be getting it on Xbox, I assume.
Probably the best.
And yeah, like you can actually fly around and stuff like that. Like it looks
Like-
really, really fun.
In like the levels, like not just like if there's fighting going on, you can fly and do it. You think?
Yeah, it looks like you
like
can just
it.
fly around. Yeah,
Because
like
I know
the-
in Destiny when there was fighting, you couldn't. Well, I guess you could. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Yeah, because well,
Just let's
Destiny you
move
could
on.
ride the sparrows.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No, yeah, you need to
Yeah.
watch more trailers on this because this
I
game
didn't
looks
see
super
one.
fun.
Did you put it in the chat?
I don't know. No, I don't think
You
I
didn't.
did. This is the newest trailer, though.
Leave me alone. I've already butchered enough now.
Well, and this one was more of a story one.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a whole lot of I don't think we've seen hardly any gameplay.
We got to see like the 15 minutes of gameplay they did at. Like,
I mean,
at
I just meant in
E3
like
at some point.
in trailers.
Yeah.
Like
no,
all of
yeah,
the
we have-
trailers have pretty much just been like proof of concept and story now.
Yep, showing that there will be like an actual fleshed out story in this game in addition to the multiplayer content.
Although if you can find the trail, like people who have played the game, they're glowing about how good it feels and how you basically are Iron Man.
Is there a date?
Yeah, there's a release date. Hold on.
I think it's in February.
Yeah, about to say, I think it's sooner than that.
I think it's February 22nd because that's when all games come out next year.
All right, waiting on internet here. Googled Anthem release date, February 22nd. You were right.
Good
Yes.
job, Asa.
Also, the release date for Metro Exodus, and 4 days before Days Gone.
Well, alrighty then.
Yeah. No, Anthem looks just sick, and yeah, the story looks amazing. Like the gameplay looks amazing. So excited about this game. We's gonna fly around as robots, and it's gonna be cool. Or
Very
fly
cool.
around in robots, I guess.
It's pretty close to Kingdom Hearts. I'm pretty sure I won't be.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait.
Yeah, but
Because my life for a while.
I mean, that's
will
fine.
just
You'll
be-
you'll like beat it in 15 hours, and then we can
I'll
like
play
And then
actually
I'm
sync
gonna
time
start
into
it
Anthem.
right back over, and I'm gonna play it again.
And by the way, it's going to take way more than 15 hours. I wish I could beat one of those games in 15 hours.
right.
And just get good and then play a good game.
Do you?
Oh.
What would your actual reaction be if you've waited 26 years for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out and you finish it in 15 hours?
Mandy and I'd be making a special trip to an office. And
End up on the news.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving back here, Anthem. Anthem looks great. I'm really excited about Anthem. Also from BioWare, they did officially announce Dragon Age 4, but we don't have much other than like it's happening and it's going to be a long way off. Guesstimates are around like it's at least 2 to 3 years out.
I would be. This is one of my like crazy conspiracy hats of. I bet this is going to be one of the simultaneous. It's going to be on this generation and next generation.
Probably.
Yeah.
It would not surprise me in the slightest. Speaking of Borderlands, we mentioned that earlier. We did get a couple of leaks from Borderlands for Borderlands 3. Gearbox has talked about they've got an announcement incoming about another game, but they have been kind of like tight-lipped about what it's going to be. But we got a potential leak anyway. I say this is not confirmed of the 4 classes that are going to be in the game. Looks like it's going to be Soldier, Siren, Beastmaster, and Assassin. And we got pictures for 3 of the 4 characters. The Soldier this time around, it looks like a combination between the classic Soldier in Borderlands and like Gage. Except you're going to be like actually piloting mechs.
Can you open? Is this what it looked like? Because
Is
every
that
time I've
what-
tried.
Yes, that's
yeah,
it.
I
So it
couldn't
just
look
looks
at
kinda
that
broken.
either.
Yes, because it looks
Oh,
like
this is
it's
mine.
a screenshot.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. You just scrolled
And
down.
yeah, it also has the Beastmaster who looks really cool. Who looks like they're going to be able to have like upwards of 4 pets going at a time. And then it's also got a picture of the Operative, which is the assassin character. He's going to have some cool gadgets and stuff. Anybody that knows me knows that Borderlands is one of my favorite franchises of all time. So I am super stoked about a 3rd one.
I bought Borderlands 2 so many times.
Same.
also,
Yeah,
this is like the one that's like 3 for 3 at the table. Mandy, you like Borderlands?
Yeah, I haven't played them much, but I liked it when I did play it.
So 75% of us says this is going to be awesome.
the other one's like, yeah, that's cool.
I'm happy you guys are happy.
No,
Did you say Kingdom Hearts? What?
No,
No, sweet baby. This game's going to happen.
It just sounds like we need to play through Borderlands 2 again, but with Mandy.
Oh, there's so many games.
I know there are so many games, but we got
Like
a long time.
at a certain point, the network's just going to have to shut down because I have no time to
Yeah,
play
I got
anything.
time for you.
We've got a long time before Borderlands 3 comes out. That's a large window for us to make Mandy play through Borderlands 2. And I've played through the game so many times at this point, like, it's not going to be hard to run through it. There's not going to be much random exploration trying to figure out where to go.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, that's happening. Mortal Kombat 11 got confirmed.
Yeah.
The way this got announced was so cool. Ed Boon comes out just as a presenter for the Game Awards for Best Sports or Racing Game. And so and the nominees are, it shows the graphic, all of a sudden Scorpion's spear shoots through the screen, breaks the graphic, and then it just goes into Scorpion and Raiden. I hope Shannon doesn't see it. Because the entire time he would just be saying, not a fatality. Not a fatality. Because they are actively murdering each other in this trailer.
That's what I said throughout the cinematic.
Because yeah, it's no gameplay. It's kind of like the Scorpion versus Sub-Zero fight for the X announcement. It's super pretty. It's very gory. The ending of it's super cool. Raiden kills Scorpion, walks up and just murderizes him in just the coolest way. The music was a weird choice. It's
Yeah,
like
you
weird
just-
mumble rap.
You just
that-
kind of accept that as like the background noise to like what's happening on the screen, and it's okay.
It's my favorite comment from Reddit was like someone re-uploaded the trailer but with their SoundCloud link on top of it, dubbed over it.
That sounds about right.
But we got into it's soon. It's so soon. April 23rd. And then the community announcements start in January.
Oh wow!
So if y'all got annoyed with me for my Injustice recaps every week, welcome back. Welcome home.
Except
Don't
this time
call
we
it a
won't
comeback.
it won't be near as long because this is only 4 months before the game comes
Yes.
out. Whereas Injustice, we were getting updates for a long time.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So close.
also another trailer that hit that I'm just super excited about. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3
Yay.
has
You-
been announced.
Right? I had to also censor myself on that one.
Team Ninja's working on it. Yeah.
Now help me out. I don't know anything about Team Ninja. I just know Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Ninja Gaiden. That's Team Ninja.
They've had some less great games too, but like yeah,
Team Ninja also did not Soul Calibur.
Virtua Fighter,
No, not Virtua Fighter.
Dead or Alive,
Yes.
Dead or Alive, dear lord,
Yeah, Dead or Alive. The
one with the boobies.
Yeah. Okay.
That doesn't narrow it
that
down
does
at
not
all.
narrow it down at all. Yeah, because Soul Calibur is
Oh yeah.
Soul Calibur is pretty famous for the boob physics. But anyway,
Yeah, but
But it's no
Soul
bloody
Calibur
roar.
doesn't have a spin-off series where they just play beach volleyball.
that is correct. Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
It was
original
so
Xbox.
extreme.
So extreme. Extreme boobies.
Can we make that the tag for this show?
No,
Nerd up. Extreme boobies.
because this is a PG-13 show.
But I thought you could.
Yeah, like
In
I mean, yeah,
13.
no,
You
I
just
know.
can't show
I
a
didn't
nipple.
say
This
it.
is America. So any sort of sexuality, like we've already
Well,
crossed
so I
the
just have to
threshold.
hold
Exactly.
a gun.
This is it. We've said boobies. We're MA now.
what if the gun is covering one of the
There's
boobies?
just
No.
gun with the boobies, and then you're fine.
We can say boobies, but if I put extreme boobies in the title, that's going to lead to some false
Just
impressions.
have the line
We have
through
to stop
it.
saying that word.
Just put a line
Extreme
through
or
it.
boobies?
Doesn't work. Yes.
Use zeros instead of O's. They'll never know.
With the periods in between. So anyway,
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I'm sorry.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is happening. X-Men are going to be in the game.
Spider-Man, like it's
Spider-Man's
not
go-
going to just be a like Avengers movie
No.
where we're getting everybody. It seems like.
I'm not a big fan of the art style, or the way it looks, because it doesn't look like the other games.
I think it's just because it's on the Switch.
Yeah.
and that's kind of they're leaning into what that platform can do.
yeah, but
That said, like it's super cartoony and it's very like comic booky, so I dig it. Like Green Goblin, like as cool as it was to see Wolverine like cut the Sentinel's head off, Green Goblin with the Time Stone, I think that's what it was, the green one, but him with one of the Infinity Stones was like, ooh, yeah,
This could be neat.
I'm into it.
This could be real neat.
Got a little flash of Kingpins going.
it was one of those things that people were just like,
Sandman?
I'm upset that it's on the Switch, and that was just like, I'm not.
Right, because it will be a
That was
Switch
Cody.
exclusive.
Cody's the person who's upset that it's on the
And
Switch.
Derek.
Oh, is
I
he?
never,
Okay.
until today, I didn't see you put "Happy You Got a Switch Now," Mandy, attached to that, and I was like, oh,
I am now.
yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, see, it just sounds really to me like Cody and Derek need to get a Switch.
Yes.
I saw
Right.
Derek post something like, "Now I need to get one." So,
Oh, it looks so cool.
yeah. I
Update,
can't
live
wait.
update. Derek just bought a Switch. Like right now, Sadie just came by and showed me like Derek just bought a Switch.
That's amazing.
So Derek can now play Marvel Ultimate Alliance with us.
He's good.
Jesus Christ, that was perfect.
That was fantastic.
All right, now
That was good.
Cody's salty. Just Cody.
Good
Yeah,
job,
Cody
Derek.
can't-
Cody needs to get it. All
Cody
right.
needs a Switch and watch Ghostbusters.
So Obsidian has announced their game that they're working on. It's called The Outer Worlds. Looks like it's gonna be a some kind of cross between like a Firefly and Fallout sort of game with some space exploration, like a sci-fi RPG. Looks real good,
I'm into it.
or sounds real good.
I'm so
anyway.
very into it.
Yeah.
This sounds so cool.
Yeah, and like it'll finally be a cool exclusive for Xbox. So yeah, we don't have much more details on it than that.
The trailer was kind of funny.
Yeah.
So it's got some humor. It kind of it gave me a little bit of the Borderlands vibe
and boy, I love
because you know, and I know it's a Firefly thing. So Trevor, please don't hate me, but like Wild West, but in space. Mm-hmm. Like I always associate that with Borderlands. Mm-hmm. Even though that's not
fair.
really the aesthetic it's going for, that's kind of the vibe that it puts out because it's just this lawless land run by a few corporations.
Yeah, no,
and
like
a
that's
merciless expansion.
that's very much the vibe you get from Borderlands. And I think that is a little bit what they were going for.
Right.
I mean, pre-sequel has the gunslinger character, doesn't it?
Yeah. Which I somehow have not played the pre-sequel.
I still haven't
need
either.
to.
We have been saying that for years.
I
I
know.
think since we have been friends that we need to play through pre-sequel. And I'm like, I think I already have a character level 18, so we can kind of go through the first like hour pretty quick.
Yeah, we do need to play that real bad. We'll add that to the list of games that we're currently playing.
It'll never happen. Kingdom Hearts
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, well. So the game we are playing, like everybody at this table,
Also,
Mandy
just
was
real quick because
Yeah.
I saw you try to skip over it. Remaster of the first Crash Team Racing. So finally, we get a good kart racer out.
I didn't try to skip over. I was waiting for you to.
Well, while you're
I didn't know
in the
where
corner
I didn't know where we were going.
playing
Oh no, I didn't have it
alone.
typed down. I wasn't planning on talking
No,
about it.
it looks super cool. And it's amazing that we're getting it, but those games were very much overshadowed by the Mario Kart franchise because yes, it is a blatant ripoff, but it's done so well. Oh, it's done so well.
I always like Diddy Kong Racing more.
Diddy Kong Racing is a lot of fun.
Mostly because
if we
of the
could
planes.
if we could get a Diddy Kong Racing game as well, I would be very happy.
That would be pretty sweet. So, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate hit Friday.
Oh boy, did it!
And I know what you're all wondering, and yes, Jesse does have every character unlocked.
And it took
Which-
you hours and hours, didn't it?
So long.
How long
really
did it
did
take
take
you?
hours and hours. I don't know. There's probably 25 or so hours put into my copy of the game.
It came out Friday, folks, and he did not buy it on Thursday.
No, he did not.
To be fair, part of that time was just sent idle because no one was on that TV.
I mean, that's a little bit true. But we had 2 different Smash parties this weekend, and I put a boatload of time into it myself. I had all the characters unlocked. Actually, I had them unlocked for an hour before I realized that the Mii fighters were characters 72 through 74. And I was like, where are these other 3 characters? And then,
Oh yeah,
Mii fighters, you have to actually make them for them to show up.
lame.
Yeah, so it's whatever. I don't care that much.
Seeing some of the community creations though are pretty fantastic.
Yeah, no, they usually are, and I'm always I always love seeing Hank Hill coming back. Every time he's serving up some propane.
Jesus.
Dalton just got it.
No, I knew it the whole time.
He just got it.
You
So yeah, I absolutely love this game. It is a little obnoxious because yes, there are, including the Mii fighters, 74 characters to this game. You start with 8.
Yeah.
The OG 8 characters from Smash 64. And you have to unlock characters 9 through 71.
God. And
I think
I'm
I'm
at like 7.
That's less than what you start with. You had a character leave.
Yeah.
Mario was like, F it.
Because Link just legit died because Ganon is
Super
all of
annoying.
the terrible
Which is
words I
unfortunate.
can't say on this show. So talk to me Thursday.
He is super annoying.
Which is unfortunate because Link is really good this time around. I mean, he was good in previous iterations, but he's real good in this one. I like him a
He was
lot.
fun. The whole hitting him in the tail and learning the game on my first trial run and not using a GameCube controller was not fun.
the Ganon boss fight is real annoying.
That's fair. That's very fair. I have
It was I don't remember what his name is, but the Kirby boss fight is super weird and creepy.
Yeah,
oh
but-
yeah, Max was that what
Maxie
it
or
was?
something, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't-
that was really weird. I just beat that.
Like
here.
some weird clown animal thing that just flies around and does
He like teleports and then trees pop up from the ground or things fall on you and
He's a nightmare.
it was weird.
Huh. Yeah, I can't speak to World of Light or Classic Mode. I have not tried them. I unlocked all my characters via multiplayer. I took advantage of the exploit going around for most of the characters. A lot of them we unlocked just by playing because, like I said, I had 2 separate Smash parties this weekend that each went for multiple hours, and that on each of those unlocked a ton of characters. But yeah, the exploit for those wondering if you want to do it yourself. Every 10 minutes of gameplay in the multiplayer, you get challenged by a new fighter. What you can do after you get challenged, you finish that match, exit out to the home screen, close the software, or close Smash, go back into Smash, fight, you'll be challenged again, finish it, close out, and repeat. And you can basically do that to unlock the entire roster. You just have to remember to exit because there was one time where I forgot to exit, and
Then you had to wait 10
had
more
to
Oh
minutes.
no!
I had to play
You
for
gotta wait
10
another
minutes
10 minutes.
You had to play
to start the chain again.
You had to play the game that you paid $60 for.
I didn't pay $60 to unlock characters. I paid $60 to play the characters.
See, and that's where I wildly disagree because that is that is something that I miss in fighting games. Is having characters you have to unlock.
I mean, I ain't mad about unlocking them. I'm just saying I didn't buy them to unlock them.
I
Right.
bought it to play Young Link and I don't have him.
I already do.
I'm
Because that's
suing.
how I'm gonna go through and because I'm unlocking characters because pretty much you go through classic mode. It's 5 fights I think, and then a bonus level and then a boss fight. And then once you finish the boss fight, it goes into a new challenger approaches.
And I'm much fun with this bonus game rather than the trophy thing or the break the platform or platform and target ones.
I do kind of like.
You just run through it and you're good.
My problem with it is it's the same for every character.
Yeah, that
so
does get annoying.
I kind of miss that. Like there were
different challenges.
Which, and
for
I
different
get,
like the
characters.
like-
break the things was all a different puzzle.
right. I can never
Yeah.
complain about lack of content in this game because there are 74 characters. And 100 and something stages.
Mm-hmm.
The soundtrack in it, like the amount of music you have accessible to you, is mind-blowingly awesome.
Yes.
It's such a great package. But that said, it's like, that's a little bit of a disappointment. So that's what I'm doing is I'm just going through classic mode. I'm going to try to beat classic mode with everybody, just so I can at least get a feel for every character.
Yeah.
And the only character I've actively disliked so far is Yoshi.
Which I almost got destroyed by a Yoshi today. So my one complaint with it, I did play quite a bit of the online today. My one complaint with the game is how the online is set up. So
It's a little weird.
yeah, basically you have, whenever you go online, you have two options. You could do, basically in Smash 4, if you remember, there was a for glory mode and there was a for fun mode. The for glory mode was one-on-one, no items, final destination, and you pick whatever characters you want. The for fun mode was always 4 people, items on, random stage, just smashing, having a good old time. And then in For Glory, you could also do 2-on-2 or 1-on-1. I forgot about the 2-on-2. In this one, there's quick play, and then there's arena play. And basically the way quick match is the one that's ranked that gives you that, like, I forget what it's like the global Smash ranking or something like that.
Okay.
And you can set in quick play preferred rules. So you can say, like...
No items, this many.
I want to play no items. I want to play on Battlefield-style maps only. I want to do 2 stocks or 3 stocks. I want to do 1-on-1. But the other options are there's full Smash and there's... I forget what the other game mode is. Basically, there's 1-on-1 and then there's free-for-all. And, there's also, you could set it with items. You could set it for any map. You can set it for Final Destination or Battlefield. But the preferred rules doesn't mean you're going to get that. Because I did, I set my preferred rules to 1-on-1, Battlefield stages, no items, and, whatever on the rest of the stuff. And the first match I got put into was a free-for-all with items. And I was like, but... Now, hold on a second.
That was a huge thing on the Reddit, like the top Reddit post for that, because they locked the subreddit on release day for some reason. But that's one of the things I saw today is that's a huge issue with their matchmaking.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, that didn't happen often. That was the only one where I got it put in a free-for-all. The rest of them, it did put me in one-on-ones. And most of the time, it put me on Battlefield. But I was playing on one where it was one of the maps. They turned off the stage hazards, fortunately, but it was one of the more hazardous maps. And, I was just sitting there playing, and then, a smash ball falls. And I was like, no, hold on a second. Fortunately, I got it, and I instant KO'd the guy. Speaking of which, DDD's Final Smash looks super cool. But, I
They
was
make
like...
DDD so much faster.
Do what?
DDD so much faster.
I know, he's awesome.
Which, granted, this is an this game is
so
super
much faster.
fast.
Yeah, the game is significantly faster than Smash 4. It's not quite like melee fast, but it's real fast. But either way, that's my only complaint, really. But I played quite a bit of the online, and I actually did enjoy it quite a bit.
Apparently, one of the fixes, well, not fixes, but if you go to the arena mode, you're more likely to get into the game types you're looking for.
That's
The
what I
arena
but that
did.
doesn't count toward. But apparently, that won't count towards your
Ranking.
ranking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the downside to arena mode is it's an 8-person arena mode, and if you go to 1-on-1, then you have to actually watch the matches that you're not a part of.
Oh.
So that's a little bit of a bummer.
We played arena mode, but it was just with Steven and a couple other friends.
Yeah.
But I thought we were doing 8-player Smash, but I guess you can't or something. Because we had 6 people in there at one time, but only 4 were playing. And then we just swap out whoever was out first went out and stuff. I don't know, it was
Honestly-
fun, except there was some lag.
Yeah, I was about to say, doing an online game with 8 people would probably be...
Well, and we only had 4, and there was a couple matches I kept lagging. At one point, I was about to get hit with a full-on powered smash, and it lagged, and I just saw it in slow-mo of me dying. And I was like, I can't even get out of this. And I was like, poof, and I was like,
We tried
Yeah.
to do the local wireless
Oh god.
here at the store, which you don't have to be connected to the internet for. It's just the switches recognize each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was unplayable.
Wow.
With one-on-one was fine. Like me and Calvin did one-on-one, no trouble. The four of
Throw
us
in
on
me and
4 different
Shannon.
switches
Yeah.
could not handle it. Even with
Dang.
all of us like feet away from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was kind of a bummer.
Still won that, though.
Do what?
Hopefully
I still
it'll be
want that.
fixed.
I thought we all just quit.
No, we quit that first one because it crashed. But we played the one.
Oh,
all
that's
the way
right.
through.
Yeah, we did. You're right. And he did win. So yeah, no, I am enjoying the game quite a bit though, but the online is leaving a little bit to be desired.
Which Nintendo.
Yeah. I really wish they
Maybe they'll
had
fix
done
it.
dedicated servers for this. Like it's still dumb they do peer to peer.
That's another thing we forgot to mention from Game Awards. The announcement that Joker from Persona is
That was
going to be
actually-
the first DLC.
Part of this review I was going to throw in.
Ew. Hi.
Well,
So, yeah, at the Video Game Awards, we got our first DLC character. It's going to be Joker from Persona 5.
Do you have to buy these or you just get
Yeah.
them?
You have to buy them.
You get the
Smash Y. This
you get the
isn't Mortal
Piranha
Kombat.
plant. You get the Piranha plant for free.
Yep.
But you have to register. Oh, I need to do that. I need to remember to do that. You have to
Yeah.
go and like redeem your Nintendo points for the physical
by the end
purchase.
of the year, isn't it?
The end of January, I think.
Something like that.
But do it sooner than later because I'm not
Yeah.
100%
which
sure. on
means
that
you're
date.
gonna have to show me how to do that.
It actually like there's a step-for-step guide in the game menu
Oh, okay, good.
because I don't know how to do it either.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So anyway, yeah, so that'll be the first DLC character, but the first paid DLC character, Joker from Persona 5, which, if you remember when we were talking about DLC characters the last time on the show, all 5 of the DLC characters were picked by Nintendo. And it was something where Nintendo approached Sakurai with a character, we would like to do this character, is it possible? And Sakurai would say yes or no. So our guess was, since Nintendo picked all 5 of these characters, that they were all going to be first-party Nintendo IPs. Them giving us Persona 5 just blows that out of the water.
Sora.
Yeah,
I
and seeing
know.
that's the thing is like at this point the fact that they got a Persona character means that there is no one that is impossible.
Yep.
I will literally shriek.
Because,
I'll learn how to play that character.
because it's important to note, Persona has not released on the Switch. Like Persona 5...
The fact that that didn't pair with a Persona 5 on the Switch announcement
Right.
is mind-blowing.
Because like I'm sure now, like everybody's speculating, and I would not be even a tiny bit surprised to learn that Persona 5 is coming to the Switch. But yeah, like this just kind of like blows the door wide open. Like we have no idea who the next characters are going to be, and they could be anybody, just about.
Sora.
I'm sure that Sora would be cool.
Or Kyrie.
Do what?
Or both.
What is she gonna do?
Did you see
Her
that
best.
picture of her with the Keyblade? She looks awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Sora.
Shut up.
Don't worry about it.
Honestly, I kind of think
I still want Tails.
the whole idea of Goku now is, even though I'm not a huge Dragon Ball Z fan,
Goku
Like-
would be pretty awesome.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance is a Switch exclusive. We could get a representative from Marvel.
ooh,
We could get Spider-Man.
who?
Here's
Here's-
Smash Bros.
No, it won't be Spider-Man.
No, all right. It needs to be Sora, guys. There's been 2 Kingdom Hearts games only released on Nintendo systems.
We could get Wolverine.
Cyclops?
Deadpool.
Sora.
I already said
Hawkeye.
that. They all know I want that.
I want another arrow. I need a character that fires arrows.
Gonna just have like Super Smash Marvel. Like,
Smash
Yeah,
Alliance.
I mean that would be kind of amazing. That would be amazing.
yeah,
Like Marvel vs. Capcom, but like good.
right. Because give us that. Basically,
I'm only talking about the newest
because
one.
Mega Man's in there.
Nerds.
so anyway, just to rapid fire out with the last bit of the show here. Rockstar looks like they are actually improving stuff for their beta for online. They're fixing the economy.
Yeah,
a
they're
little
going.
bit.
That's one of the first things they're going to do. Which I'm going to put on my tinfoil hat. Crazy conspiracy. They made the economy so unforgivingly bad, intentionally. So because they knew, oh, people are going to freak out. This new economy is probably not going to be great because it's still going to rely heavily on the microtransactions. But this is where they want it to be, so they can still gouge people for money. They just put it's that negotiation tactic.
They started off real bad.
I want a 6% raise, but I'm coming at you asking for a 20% raise. So I can just negotiate my way down.
Right. Yeah, no, I could absolutely see that. And also release it at that horrible time because they know the whales are going to spend money on it. Mm-hmm. And
Which you still can't use microtransactions yet.
Oh,
while
okay,
it's in
never mind
like
then.
at least I think it's while it's in beta, you can't actually spend money.
that throws that theory out the water then. So yeah, no, it's almost certainly the negotiating tactic then.
Also, they gave you a bunch of money in gold bars if you played within like the first week, I think.
Oh, nice.
And they went back, and so if you purchased like the $1,000 gun that's now only like $600, they're depositing $400 into your account to make
Oh,
up the
nice.
difference. So
And then the last bit there, Bethesda is issuing actual canvas bags to the collector's edition buyers.
you have to go and register it though.
Yeah, you have to register it, and if you put in a support ticket, hopefully you didn't have very much personal information in that support ticket.
Because yeah, you could you would randomly just be shown other people's information because there was a weird. Turns out Bethesda made something glitchy. I know that's super out of character,
They made their support ticket system super glitchy.
which is cool though.
In a bad
They
way.
downloaded the good version on Steam, like the fans went in and made an actual support ticket system, and like yeah, we'll use that.
Asa is such a word I can't say right now.
I'm sorry, but like I feel
it's unforgivably awful.
No, that is, yeah.
just well, and Bethesda's been like for Todd Howard to show his smarmy mug at E3 and be like, "Oh, some people say our games don't really work well at launch. Ha ha ha! How funny am I? No, your games don't work at launch, and then you put this trash fire out. Get wrecked.
the game
Play me in
is
Smash.
After you've played King K. Rool.
Yeah. Anybody, I'll use little Pichu. I don't care.
It's just Pichu.
He's a terrible character.
But he's adorable.
He is adorable.
And Josh
All right.
gonna,
I'm
Josh
coming
gonna
for
beat
Josh.
that butt.
I'm coming for Josh. No, he's not. Why are you siding with him?
He's
'Cause
nice
he's
to me.
nicer. I was gonna
Yeah,
say
he's nice to me.
nicer.
Because he's Canadian. He has to be.
And that's going to
That
do it on the
doesn't-
show. Bye, everybody.